I have a lot of cognitive dissonance around NVIDIA. This year, they are going to have a fantastic year. If you talk to their customers, and they really only have 5 big customers that represent more than 2/3 of their revenue, they'll tell you they're going to buy a lot more GPUs this year, whether the existing generation or the Blackwell. This year is going to be great. That's why NVIDIA can have so much confidence guiding one quarter at a time. Our numbers for 2026, however, are lower than they are for this year. And if revenue peaks this year or next and starts declining from there, the stock won't be able to hold on to these multiples. So these multiples right now make a lot of sense if you're just looking at this year and where that trajectory is. If you start looking at where we're going to be in a couple of years, it gets a lot trickier justifying these types of valuations.
When you say 2026, are you talking about their fiscal year or the calendar year? In other words, is it 2 years until we start to see what you think will be a slowdown?
The slowdown is probably going to start in the next 4 to 6 quarters, but it is 2 years from now that we expect revenue to be down. While this generation of GPUs and the next generation of GPUs is the key to generating all this AI activity, which is why this has been such a celebration of AI at this conference, the technology is moving very fast. I'll break some news for you. Microsoft just released a research paper that says they think they can build a 1-bit LLM, which is to say they can build an LLM that is an order of magnitude more efficient. What that means is we may be running inference on CPUs in a couple of years or on custom chips in a couple of years. These are not NVIDIA's markets. And so if things are moving that fast and the direction they're headed is far more efficient models, it's very hard to have visibility.
So they may be able to build.
It's often said that in the stock market, timing is everything. Well, if you were invested in Nvidia on November 30th, 2022, congratulations, you hit the jackpot. That was the monumental day when OpenAI released ChatGPT to the public, sparking a global fascination with generative artificial intelligence. And with Nvidia being the backbone of AI computation through its industry-leading GPUs, its shares skyrocketed by a staggering 700%. Nvidia's meteoric rise is a testament to its pivotal role in the tech industry. The company has been at the forefront of numerous technological advancements, shaping the very future of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and high-performance computing. As AI became a household name, Nvidia found itself at the center of this revolutionary tidal wave, and investors reaped the rewards. But wait, before you start dreaming of future gains, there's more to the story. This is not 2022, however, and things are getting more and more complicated than ever, with analysts predicting a bubble burst that will get the dot-com bubble to blush away. But is it really true? Is Nvidia at risk right now? What about all the investors right now that are having trouble deciding when is the best time to buy and the best time to sell? The landscape is evolving rapidly, and with it comes an array of challenges that Nvidia must navigate. It's no longer just about riding the initial AI wave. It's about sustaining growth and adapting to new market dynamics. All will be answered as we take a deep dive into the intricate detail and analysis that some experts have regarding Nvidia and its supposedly not-so-clear distant future. Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
To build a large language model that operates on a simpler, less NVIDIA-dependent chip structure?
Exactly. In fact, it's probably going to run on our device, on a handset or a PC, where NVIDIA's market share is far lower and the cost of the chips is far lower. And that's where we're going to really get the interesting tools. You know, we've talked about Apple. The distance between us, where we are right now with Apple, and Apple having a full-on assistant in our phone is the ability to do inference on the phone, on the handset. And that's where the technology is headed. And NVIDIA's role in that world is much smaller.
So is that where you see the revenue decline stemming from? Competition, not, say, manufacturing capacity, macroeconomic forces like a potential recession? It's purely this competition idea.
It's purely talking to their customers. If you listen to their customers, they'll tell you, we're going to buy as many GPUs as we can this year. We're going to stock up on them because we have a lot of demand for what they're doing for us right now. But going forward, we want to diversify away from NVIDIA. We want to make our own chips that we can rely on, and we're going to develop the technology, the LLM engines and the generative AI engines that require far less compute so we can do a lot more applications and do them at the edge on the device.
Nvidia has long dominated the high-performance computing market, from powering video game graphics to providing the computational heft behind artificial intelligence. The applications seem endless. However, their recent earnings report contains 3 trends that suggest Nvidia's runaway success might not be as endless as we want to believe. First, let's discuss Nvidia's revenue diversification. Nvidia reports its revenue in 5 distinct segments, but the bulk of it comes from one crucial sector: data centers. For the longest time, Nvidia's data center business enjoyed explosive growth, fueled by a voracious demand for GPUs. As of the second quarter of fiscal 2025, the company set a new record with total quarterly revenue of $30 billion, out of which $26.3 billion came from data centers. Impressive, right? But a closer look shows a different picture. Sales growth is showing a deceleration. In this industry, slowing sales can be a harbinger of deeper issues. Nvidia has enjoyed the tailwinds of a robust market, but cyclicality in the semiconductor sector and supply chain bottlenecks have led to a slowdown. Imagine riding a roller coaster that suddenly lost its pace on the loop, exhilarating for a while, but ultimately concerning. Moreover, there's the issue of customer concentration. In the second quarter of fiscal 2025, nearly half of Nvidia's $30 billion revenue came from just 4 customers. While these Magnificent 7, Nvidia, Advanced Micro Devices, Microsoft, Tesla, Meta Platforms, and Amazon have heavily relied on Nvidia's technology, they're also quietly developing their own chips. Industry giants like Microsoft and Amazon have hinted at reducing their reliance on Nvidia by creating in-house solutions. Think of it as owning a golden goose that everyone suddenly wants to clone. But before we go any further, if you want to keep up with Nvidia's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates.
But Jeff, we want to talk to you specifically about AI because you were an investor in OpenAI long before ChatGPT came along. So what did you see there and what did you think with that Microsoft investment?
Absolutely. Well, Becky, we did invest back in 2021 when, folks said it was somewhat of a crazy science project or a, sort of half pseudo nonprofit company or something like that. What we saw back then, in addition to just an incredible founding team with Sam Altman and the team that he'd assembled, was really a shot at being the foundational model, the core infrastructure play for really AI becoming sort of a true societal transformation over many decades to come. So our bet was that they would be the foundational model, part of the core infrastructure alongside players like Nvidia for AI. And we believe that, the ChatGPT launch and everything that's happened since, the speed at which they've been shipping products since, sort of validated that core thesis. We're delighted to be investors and quite excited about how things are going there.
More competition results in reduced pricing power. As AI-capable GPUs become commoditized, Nvidia could struggle to maintain high prices. This leads us to the most critical metric: gross margin. Although Nvidia has enjoyed robust margins, courtesy of its dominant market position, the latest earnings report showed a drop. A continuation of this trend could impact the company's free cash flow, limiting its ability to invest in innovation. Nevertheless, it's not all doom and gloom. While navigating these challenges, Nvidia remains an indisputable leader in AI-powered semiconductors. However, is it still a worthy investment? If you're looking for a stock with colossal potential upside, Nvidia remains a strong contender despite emerging threats. The company's revenue of $30 billion this past quarter underscores its market clout, and diversified applications for its GPUs offer a safety net. Market forecasts predict continued, albeit slower growth. Cryptocurrency mining, AI, autonomous vehicles, and more sectors depend on high-performance graphics processing. Nvidia's technologies are also finding applications in expanding fields such as robotics, healthcare, and smart cities. Nevertheless, it's critical to keep an eye on margin trends and competition dynamics. Nvidia is actively investing in its future, exploring avenues like quantum computing and advanced chip architectures. Their renewed emphasis on research and development signifies a commitment to continuous innovation. Even with these efforts, market volatility means that investors must remain vigilant and well-informed. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
Compare what you're hearing now with this AI craze with what we've seen in the past, whether that comes with cryptocurrency, whether that comes with .com and all the things we saw at the turn of, the last century.
Yeah, I feel very lucky to have lived through what I believe are now three great bubbles in technology. So the .com bubble, I was a young sort of high schooler and entering college. There was a core truth with that bubble, which was that the internet would fundamentally transform society, but the only ways to make money from that core truth retrospectively were probably if you were investing in the public markets in sort of 97, 98, 99. You would have wanted to buy Amazon. You would have wanted to buy eBay. I don't think you would have wanted to buy much else back in that bubble. Then the crypto bubble of sort of the 2015 to maybe 2021 or 2022. There was also a core truth there, Becky. There was a core truth with that bubble. That a decentralized world enabled by cryptocurrency, I think, would be a better world. But at the same time, despite all those ICOs and NFTs and everything that launched, really, Bitcoin and Ethereum seem to be the two things that have really still endured. And today, I think similarly, analogously, we are living through just a massive AI bubble. And then the question is, what are the 1, 2, or 3 names that on the other side of this are going to capture the overwhelming majority of the value? So there's money to be made on the way up, but ultimately the bubble does pop at some point.
Engage with us by joining the discussion on whether NVIDIA's innovative prowess can offset the challenges it faces. As always, thank you for being a part of the Investocracy community, where we delve into the intricate ups and downs of the financial world. Stay tuned for more expert analysis and in-depth discussions. This revamped content comes with a more structured layout divided into an intro, body, and outro, giving better clarity and organization. Feel free to elaborate even further or modify sections to better suit your needs. So, what do you think? Is NVIDIA still poised for greatness, or is this the beginning of a gradual decline? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions are what keep the market conversations alive and thriving. And finally, if you would like to know what companies like NVIDIA have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there!